Riverside Institute. In the nameless bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find that what the latter and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there, a book covered in human skin, lied inside, irresistibly attracted the detective. He loved it. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. Loved the skin. Book made our skin beautiful.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him.
Let's have a little look at this guy. This fella.
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch, slightly sticky. 30-year-old subject, severe hypothermia, erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums, necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
I've seen suction cups on his fingers, his falling body temperature, his dehydration. Had I only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
And she's showing off a bit of leg there. I don't know. What's going on? It's getting a little racy here. Hidden files of proof.
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep mum.
Gone back to normal. It's gone back to normal. There we go. Back then that would have been, oh mate, it would have been triple X, right? It's turning into a fish man. Hey, Kikeri. It's not like he could be pregnant. Oh, hey, Mookster. Hey, Aussie Tim. Okay, we got to go into Fuller's office. Are you turning into a fish as well?
Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
You're becoming a fish man? 1924. It is November. No, October. October 28th.
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
Obey the rule of health.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest.
Who are you talking
It's so
to?
unfair.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Oh, there she goes.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Follow the pipes.
I don't have any business in the boiler room.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch.
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
Listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
I can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden.
This pseudoscientific work by Cesar Lombroso correlates an individual's morphology with his criminal predispositions. The seriousness of this study and the accuracy of the demonstration can deceive an uninformed reader.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
Wait a minute, where do you think you're going?
Ah, there she is. Mrs. Donovan.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Yeah, you look like the type that would. Alright. Mary Donovan, head nurse. Like a dictionary, this work references in alphabetical order all of the medical sciences known and practiced in the modern world. For each of the entries, the major works and the names of the reference authorities are listed. And an apple, more importantly. Look at this thing, that's a funny looking keyboard. That's a funny looking keyboard. What you do with that? Where's the monitor? Alright, so we're gonna mess up the water or something. Get rid of the head nurse. Or we could get rid of her right now if I take this broomstick. Strength option.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
What a pest. It's so unfair.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation.
Yes, he is. That's no good. What's going on? Oh, here.
Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Tim Toes. What's wrong with him? Perfectly normal. You right there, buddy? That's great. Doing good? Fantastic.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
It's made for clicking noises. What? Is that a doll?
Mrs. Sanders?
Doesn't look like Miss Sanders, looks like a doll.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
The file describes the state in which Irene Sanders entered the Riverside Institute, as well as the treatments administered to her. Fuller added a handwritten note. He recommends to take her down to the psychiatric wing in order to provide her with the quiet and rest that she needs.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable, but Fuller was able to save her kidney.
That magic juice? Oh, that's what we want. Key to the boiler room.
Key to the boiler room.
I'll be taking
All
that.
I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait. Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination.
Am I just talking to myself? Are you going to do that?
He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, doctor, what should we do with this patient?
You did good work. The tranquilizer is kicked in. Now you can disinfect and bandage his wounds.
Thank you, doctor. And as to his weight loss?
I'll prescribe an antifungal treatment for his dysgeusia. In the meantime, feed him intravenously.
It'll be done.
Make it so. There's a lot of dust in this place. So dusty. So much visible dust. What's up, dude?
It's a quiet little town.
That's
Days
great.
go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but
Just say hi, and that's it.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Me too, Ethan. Is that all?
Well, there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh, there's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
For your health, asthma cigarettes. Oh man. Asthma, hay fever, foul breath, and diseases of the throat, head colds, canker sours, bronchial irritations. Gotta have some asthma cigarettes. Diphtheria is deadly. Happy baby on there. Fresh air for the babies. In his screen crib, baby can sleep out of doors safe from harm. In this pen, the baby can amuse himself and the mother need feel no anxiety about him. The wrong way, sticking them in a wheel cart. A wheelbarrow there. That's the wrong way. So don't do that, alright, folks? Pneumonia strikes like a man-eating shark, led by its pilot fish, the common cold. I'll get back on this one. Asthma cigarettes. I gotta get some of that. Yeah, that works out for me. Cure all my issues.
Where did my fiancée go?
Only for an asthma cigarette.
Those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Help. Send it.
Dr. Colden,
That's me.
do you want something?
Nope.
I think that you're needed in Block B, Doctor.
What?
Please, I'll be in trouble with Mrs. Donovan if I'm late.
Oh, it's just be our little
Do
secret.
you want something?
No. Alright, to the boiler room, Batman. I'm on strength! Strong!
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Damn it. Pump some iron. Need a tool. Will this guy do?
Let's hope I can go through the administration office. The operating room is never accessible after an operation. This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
I saw him, yes. It's always the same thing. They bring them up without any explanation, with a multitude of self-inflicted injuries. We take care of the wounds, and then they leave. Each time, I feel like I'm sending them back to hell.
Their affliction is not our responsibility. You cannot save everybody, Doctor.
Where's that accent from?
In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Dr. Fuller? Fuller himself? Places to hide, that's great. Find a tool in the tool shed. Is there a place? Ah, here we go. These are the guys. Oh, no, that's a kitchen. Where's your tools at, guys?
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Alright, boys, you do what you gotta do. Storage. Ooh, hello there. I'll take me some of that. What is that doing in the toilet? I was thinking it'd be in here. Medicine and secrets. Don't question the toilet loot. Just take it and accept it. Run, Doctor, run. Probably should have closed the door first.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Go on, Elizabeth. Right, you keep it together. Keep it together.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie.
Oh, she's not that kind of
I feel
doctor.
I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
You'll be fine. And if you're not, I've always got the broomstick over there. Broomstick's ready to go.
Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy.
I'll just give you two some privacy.
Yes, ma'am. But it's about...
At last. The missing files must be hidden here.
Quick, work quickly. Where would this donkey hide these files?
The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
What is that?
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Oh, God. Why are you gonna do this to me? Just open the bloody thing. Oh, we can change masts. Okay. Keep turning. There we go.
Unlocked something. Patient files. I was right.
The cylinder was hidden inside Fuller's office. He recorded his thoughts about one of the many psychanalysis sessions he submitted Sarah Hawkins to. I should close that. Turn the mask. No. Worry about that. Oh, we're still searching. There's more here. What else we got? Searching, searching, searching. Can't open the case. Nothing in the filing cabinet, nothing in there. What about this area? Ah, right, of course. Let's play it.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
You got all your fingers, don't you, lady?
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime...
Why is Ethan on medication?
Hidden in plain sight.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement.
Okay.
I should go another way.
Yeah, not the way we came in. Well, there's only one way to go. She's gonna be right there. Oh, no, she's not. Oh, okay. That'd be we just run straight into her face. A security unit. And it really is like Silent Hill now. Descent into madness. Yeah, we can start hearing sounds now.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly. Talk, filthy thief! Oh, I swear I'll shoot!
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait! No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
Yeah. Okay. Algernon. Okay. Now, all right.
All right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake.
Chapter 9, Riverside Institute. The book projected Pierce into the body of Dr. Colden. The detective watched helplessly as Bradley's friend carried out her inquiry. Confronted with the experiments of Fuller, she got into the office and discovered that the director of the Riverside Institute was hiding information on, if not the body of, Sarah Hawkins. But she was discovered by Fuller. Pierce must save her before it's too late.
I pray that Colden is really here and alive.
Me too.